let me fix this. Alright, so we start with our XY line there and like this. Then you don't need the circle in the middle, because I know sometimes it's very irritating because it's so small to draw that circle in the middle. What you can do as well is take a ruler and measure 10 millimeters to the left, to the right, 10 millimeters up and down. Okay, if you have that, you can just draw your straight lines. Okay, let's draw straight lines. So if you don't have your drawing equipment, what you can do is measure there at the top 10, and then somewhere here at the bottom as well 10, and then just connect those two dots. Okay, I have a T-square on my board, so this is faster for me. There it is, like that. And then this one. Okay, so this is the exact same thing as the circle. So there is no need for the circle. Okay. Then let's read the question together. Okay. Now let's look at the question. So the question says we need to draw a full sectional front view. I'm not going to do that right away. The top view, I'm going to start with this. A right view, no hidden details is required, and show all necessary construction and center lines. Okay. So I'm going to start with the top view. If you have a look here at the question, the top view, this is the front view, this is the right view, this is the top view. Okay. So, for the top view, this height, what are we going to measure there? 86, that's measurement. Because if this is the front and we flip it like this, we are going to see that is the top, so 86 up. From here, I'm going to measure 86. And I'm going to draw my construction line. Again, if you don't have your equipment, you measured here 86, so measure here 86 as well, and then you can just connect them, okay? Now, what are we going to measure? This distance, it's the front view, so it's 63 plus 16, it's from this construction line upwards. 79, yes. So from this construction line, I'm going to measure 79. 79.
Any lesson?
You want to borrow a board? Want to borrow? Okay, I will give you one. So, maybe I shouldn't sell that board. I should keep it here for when someone forgets to bring. Let's continue with the question. We have this piece over here. Do you see that? We are going to see it as a straight, solid line. There's no places that it folds. Okay, can you see that it's one piece? That goes from the one end to the other end, and it's 16 from the back. 16 from the back. So from here I'm going to measure 16 back to the right, 16, and then I'm going to draw in my line.
Number
16, yes. Now when I look at the question, it says that here in the middle, this center line is 13 millimeters back from the end. So from here it's 13 millimeters from this construction line. Okay, so I'm going to measure 13, 15, 14, 13. Okay, and then I'm going to draw my center line here somewhere in the middle. 13, yes. So this distance is 13. I need to find the middle of this one as well, which is 86, so it's 43. Correct? So here I measure 43 here upwards, 43, 1, 2, 3, and then I draw my center line there as well.
So maybe we have to do a long short line up.
Yes. Like that. Okay. Now we want to draw in this hexagon. It says it has a side length of 15. So I set my compass to 15.
Can I take the ruler away?
Say again. Okay, compass. Sorry, I know I just understood what you asked me.
How much is the compass?
15. 15. And then you put your compass here in the center lines and I make a circle. Okay. So my compass is still set at 15. I'm going to look at my question. What corners touches the circle? So it's going to be these two corners, okay? And it's on the vertical line. So on my vertical line, I'm putting my compass where the center line touches the circle, and then I make a mark and make a mark. Same on the opposite side. Put it where the vertical line touches the circle, make a mark, and make a mark. Still at 15. And then I can just connect my angles.
50.
Oh, where did all the sand just come from? Okay, so like this. Yes, oh well, I set it to 15, hopefully it's still. And then I can draw this side, and turn it around this side. So that's dark, okay? And this part and that part, okay? So that you can draw in dark. I'm not drawing this side dark because as you can see in our question, it shows the top view that this side is gone. As I can see, I'm going to see this line, I'm going to see that line here at the end, and I'm going to see this line. Okay, so this is what I can draw in dark. I'm going to see this line like that, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, so this is basically our top view. We just need to draw in the circle over here and the rib over here. Okay. If we look at the question, it says that here in the middle of our top view, there's this tiny little circle over there. So we need to find that circle. We already have the middle for this. We need to find the middle for this, which is 16. So we are going to measure 8. Okay? On this line, see? 8. Eight. Measure 8 and then draw your center line. Oh. So now that we divided that line, we need to draw in the circle that has a radius of 5. So you can either use your circle stencil. You can either use your circle stencil. 1. So I'm going to use the circle stencil. Because the diameter is 10, I'm going to use my circle stencil number 10. Line up the lines and the circles. Can you see those little lines and my center lines? I line them up. No, the radius was 5, the diameter is 10. But thank you. Okay, I have my circle. Or you can use your compass, set your compass to 5, because the radius is 5 but the diameter is 10. Okay. Now, where I have my circle, I want to draw in this rib over here. Okay? It says from this end to where it ends is 26, and we know that the thickness is the same as the hexagon side. So I take this over, and then I measure 26. So I measure 26. And that will be that rib.
How much are you measuring?
For the front view, it said we need to draw a cutting plane of the front view. Okay, so this is my cutting plane. I need to draw a sectional front view. So I need to cut on the cutting plane, and then I'm taking this front part away. Okay, so I'm going to project down all the lines that touches, or all the areas that touches the cutting plane. For example, like this. Can you see the cutting plane touches this part? I take it down. The cutting plane touches the circle. I take it down. So I do for every piece that the cutting plane touches. Alright.
Now I'm lost. You can't see.
Right, so I took down all these lines, okay?
From where do we take?
From the cutting plane. And the cutting plane is this line that's off in the middle of the drawing, okay? So I just take it down and I'm going to extend it more extend it a bit more. All these lines I extended down, okay? Now we need the total height of this drawing. This part is 18 until this area, and then the next part is 82. So from here to there, to the center line is 100. And then from the center line it says it has a radius to the stop of 22. So you measure 122 down, okay? So you measure from this construction line 122 down. And then you can draw that line dark. So quickly I want to draw the outline. This part that's cut, okay, can we see that it's 18 up until it meets this section, okay? So it's going to make an L like this, 18 up. So from here I measure 18 up.
Then the 122 must just make the line dark.
Dark, yes. So then I measure 18 millimeters up. And I'm going to draw the line dark until it meets this section. 18. 18, 1/8. And then this part can be dark. And this section over here comes down all the way until it meets that platform. Okay. Just like this. Okay, so I don't have an eraser. Okay, we are cutting this thing open. Can you see this line? We are cutting in this line, okay? Because we are cutting, we are going to see this square. You have it. So to have that square, we already know that from to the middle of this square, it's 22 down. So I'm going to measure 22 millimeters down. Measure 22 millimeters down, and then I'm going to draw in my center lines. So long, short, long, and it says that this square has a side length of 20. Because we are working with the middle, I'm going to measure 10 millimeters up and 10 millimeters down. I'm going to draw the bottom part in dark, but not the top part yet, just the bottom part, like that. Now, look at the question. Do you remember this hole that we drew in at the top view?
Yes, ma'am.
So that hole goes down until it reaches this square. So, remember this square line we have over here, okay? But this part is the hole. So what we are going to see is this. The square only goes until it meets the whole section. Like that.
Ma'am, wait.
And then
On the top, is it also thin?
yes. And then this is the whole part. Just like that. Quickly before the bell rings.
Ma'am, can I really have an order for because we must do it.
Yes, you need to finish it at your own time. Okay. So because if I look to this, I'm going to see this line in here. And then if I'm going to look this one, I'm going to see that fold. You see it makes like this. So I'm going to see that fold. And that is my front view. Now I just hatch I hatch. Remember, hatching is always the same distance and 45 degrees. So you can finish the hatching. I will send a picture of this for you on the group. And then you need to go and complete this at home, okay? And the right